This video is going to show you how to do two things. One, how to efficiently kill more mini-bosses in the European aerial zone with your teammates, which will lead you to getting more chest drops, and two, a foolproof route that you and your teammates can take to ensure you get every single chest that appears, leaving none behind. Why do you want to learn to do all this? Well, spawning more loot chests means more Solstice packages in your inventory, which you can use to very easily farm Solstice armor with potential god roll stats. Quick PSA, if you've been following me on Twitter, you'll know I've been trying to figure out why my Solstice package RNG is such rancid dog shit. After unlocking my magnificent armor set on my hunter, I wound up opening over 50 Solstice packages only to be given nothing but blue trash. Turns out, even after unlocking your magnificent armor, you have to just finish this quest step right here, which literally requires that you just walk up and show Eva Levante your magnificent armor. That's it. If you do that final quest step and show off your armor, your Solstice packages will now be able to give you magnificent armor. And as I've learned, they can drop with very high stats, potentially. So learn from my mistake, finish that final quest step, and let's move on to armor farming. Okay, part 1, how to efficiently kill more mini-bosses in the EAZ. Loadout-wise, everyone should obviously be rocking their best PvE gear, including armor with ammo scavenger and ammo finder, maybe oppressive darkness from the seasonal artifact if you can swing it. You can also roll with either special or heavy ammo finisher, might come in handy. If you're not wearing a full set of Solstice armor while you farm and have the ability to put on some kind of exotic armor, we're looking for anything that gives you better aerial movement. I'm talking Stompies for the Hunter, maybe the Lion Rampant for the Titan, and for the Warlock, you should probably just roll with Top Tree Dawnblade. Reason being, we are going to be spending a lot of time on rooftops. More on that in a minute. Weapon-wise, I find that for heavy ammo, we're going with one of 3 weapons: the Anarchy, the Falling Guillotine, or the Xenophage. Dealer's choice. They are all great. If you have it unlocked, I highly recommend a Mountaintop for your kinetic. If you don't have that, you can go with a sniper rifle, ideally one with Vorpal weapon like the Eye of Soul. If you don't have that, Izanagi's Burden works great, and if you don't have any of that, well damn son, maybe any legendary sniper. Energy weapon, can't go wrong with the Recluse, but I like keeping a few long-range auto rifles on my character, each one with different elemental damage. Reason being, some of the mini-bosses have elemental shields that you gotta pop, especially if you want to either tag them with an Anarchy or rip their heads off with Izanagi's Burden. Some mini-bosses don't have shields, I love them, but if they do, go into your menu and just equip whatever long-range elemental rifle you got in order to pop their shields. Okay, about the rooftops. You are going to spawn in, whip out your Sparrow, and beeline dead ahead to the first mini-boss. Ignore all other trash if possible and focus all of your gunfire on said mini-boss. Get used to doing that, by the way, because it's pretty much the game plan for 99% of the EAZ encounter. Most of the time, if you kill the mini-boss, a lot of the accompanying trash enemies surrounding them will despawn in a few seconds, so shooting them is kind of wasting ammo. When the first mini-boss is dead, here's the spiel. You and your teammates are gonna Peter Parker your asses up on the rooftop immediately. Look at this photograph right here. I know, a lot of information. The photo comes courtesy of the Reddit Destiny community and user Redhead Hippo. Ignore the chest locations right now. We are focusing on the building rooftops to get a layout of where you want to be. The buildings in the EAZ, as you can tell, form some kind of horseshoe pattern. Your goal is to have one fireteam member on top covering the left side of the buildings, one dude on top covering the right side of the buildings, and one fireteam member on the roof at the top of the arch formation. What you're doing is essentially forming a zone defense on the top of the buildings in the EAZ. Now at the beginning there is a second mini-boss that pops up almost immediately after the first mini-boss. Whoever's zone that second mini-boss spawns closest to, they are that Guardian's responsibility. And that is pretty much how the entire EAZ activity goes. There is no need for every Guardian on the fire team to go out of their way, leave their post, and gang up together on one mini-boss. I see a lot of blueberries in the EAZ all running together towards mini-bosses, kinda like 5-year-olds playing soccer, all chasing after the ball across the field, even the goalie. Mini-bosses are weak, and trust me, you only need one person killing them. Here's how it goes. You will constantly be looking at your radar, and as soon as a gray triangle appears, indicating a mini-boss, whoever is closest to that mini-boss, it is their job to go and kill it, then return to their rooftop post. So if a mini boss pops up near your friend's building area and they say they already got it covered, leave them be. It is their job. You want to be on standby on your rooftop waiting for a possible mini boss to spawn near your area. If you're watching the factory rooftop, as I often do, remember that there are 2 mini bosses that spawn in the factory building below you, but you can attack both of them through holes in the roof. You literally don't need to drop down, just shoot them through the roof and save time. If you do have to leave a rooftop for any reason, either to kill a mini boss or because you fell, make sure you get your butt back up on the rooftop immediately. You're running a zone defense, and the rooftops are your most efficient way to get around the entire map. If you're lucky, mini bosses will spawn on certain rooftops that anyone can really shoot at from across the map. Mountaintop, Xenophage, Izanagi's Burden, or any sniper will do great in terms of allowing you to harass any mini-boss that spawns out in the open. For others that are annoyingly inside buildings, Falling Guillotine or Anarchy will immediately take care of any camping mini-boss. Okay, so the clock has run all the way down to 0. You have killed a buttload of mini-bosses. You kill the big bad boss that spawns in, whatever that might be, and yay, it is chest farming time. This is where most blueberry teams F up. They go right for that first loot chest like it's got gold coins and Shaq's nudes inside, but that is a mistake. When you open the first loot chest, you knock over the dominoes and trigger all the other loot chests to appear, and we are not going to do that yet. Not until everyone in your fire team is ready to run their route. Let me explain. Every Guardian on your team is going to have a designated route to run, which if everyone does it, will cover every possible chest location on the map. With this method, you don't need to quickly look around the map at the beginning, trying to memorize where all the chest locations are via their icon. With everyone running their route, trust me, you are going to cover everything. Now, I could show you what every Guardian's zone looks like all at once, but that would be hella cluttered, so what I'm going to do instead is show you 3 different pictures that show each member of your fire team's route. We have a red route, a blue route, and a green route. Pick which color you want to be with your fire team ahead of time. I'm going to start with the red route, which was the route I usually ran with my friends. Before showing you gameplay footage, here's the idea in a nutshell. Every player follows a set path that begins at the ground level. I repeat, at the ground level, that will end up at a teleporter pad. You will then go through the teleporter pad and finish your route elsewhere, covering potential rooftop chests of other buildings. You got that? Everyone begins at the ground level and you finish your route on the rooftop, getting the rooftop chests last. So, red route. First, I will walk you through the picture, then show you the footage. You're gonna start off way back here at the back left corner of the map by the A teleporter pad on the outside island. You're going to run your route heading south that pretty much goes round the outside, round the outside, round the outside of the mall and town buildings, and you're going to head down towards the D teleporter pad. If on the way outside of those buildings you find icons for chests inside the buildings you're running alongside of, swing in and grab them before heading back outside and continuing on along your route. Again, you're going to ignore any chest that appears to be up on the rooftop. Check the area down here in town for any chests that might be hanging around anywhere but at the rooftop level, then double back into the D teleporter pad. Hopping in will drop you on top of the factory roof. You will finish your route here in the dotted line section, which I used to indicate a rooftop area. I will now shut my mouth and show gameplay footage of me running the red route. Okay, next route we're going to cover is the green route. That player is also going to start way in the back on this island up here. That player is going to head straight down to the ground level and work their way south through the ruins, eventually southwest to the garage, looping over to check the southeast corner and the infamous bus cave chest before popping into the B teleporter pad. They'll get dropped off here on top of the mall building, where they will zigzag south looking for about 4 or so rooftop chests if they are there. I will now shut my mouth and show gameplay footage of my friend Connie running through the green route. Finally, we have the blue route. Blue player, you have an incredibly important job. You have to stand at the first loot chest and not open it until your teammates have told you that they are ready in their starting positions both here and here. If you open the chest before your teammates are ready to run their routes, you are a jackass. When they tell you they're ready, open that first chest, get out your Sparrow, and beeline all the way back here, close to where you originally spawn into the EAZ. You are now going to zigzag your way north, up the courtyard, heading towards the factory. You're gonna head right, staying at the ground level, go through the factory building to the back, and make your way to the A teleporter pad. Going through that teleporter will drop you off here, up in the ruins. You will then move in a horseshoe pattern, checking the garage rooftops before heading north, ending your run to the building just west of the C teleporter pad. I will now shut my mouth and show gameplay footage of my friend Nick running the blue route. And there you have it, no chest icons to memorize the locations of every run. If everyone on your team learns and runs these 3 routes, you will be fine. Not only are we now able to comfortably get every chest we were able to spawn in, but we had plenty of time left on the clock. And the good news is, the more you run these routes with a fire team, the better you're going to get at doing it every time. You're going to become incredibly familiar with your route and learn which chests potentially spawn where. The key is, while running your route, always keep an eye peeled for a chest icon near you at the ground-ish level. If they appear to be all the way up on a rooftop, leave them be for later when everyone finishes their route up on the rooftop. There will be some chests located in buildings that you may need to practice getting to, but again, the more you do this, the better you're going to get. My fire team burns through getting these chests now with pretty much no effort at all. So remember to talk to Eva and finish your quest line, then go use my method and farm the hell out of your Solstice armor packages. You could get a God Roll armor drop, not to mention some enhancement cores, and other helpful things too. If today's video helped you in any way, please do me a favor and click the like button, really helps my channel out. And hey, maybe share it with a fire team member you want to farm armor with. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.